to two or three. I'm going to listen to them based on the chronology on what you told me are the good songs. Yeah. So congratulations, and looking forward to the success in your album. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's get right into it. So we are walking the path. So let's keep it moving. Thank you for tuning in to this fresh episode. Today is all about the music. Our guest today, Homeboi Carter, is a businessman in the making, a rapper, and a content creator. He just dropped a project called Rivarly, which is on YouTube and AudioMax, so check it out. So the first question I have is, what first got you into the music? That's the first thing that I'm wondering. Who inspired you to make music? How long have you been doing this? Who are you doing this for?
I think I wanted to do music based on my background. I wouldn't say I came from a heavy background, but I can't talk bad about it because it's the background that made me who I am today. My music, I think, just says it all. It's pain of it, but it also has like a fun part of it. It's life. Yeah, basically. And one person I looked up to was Nice to See because I relate with him in so many ways.
Yeah. I know Nasty. I've known Nasty for a very long time now. I remember his first project. It's called
One
Lame.
Key to Thousand Coffins.
Yeah. It reminds me of what you have put out right now.
Yeah,
And
man, I appreciate it.
I can see some similarities now. Now that you've said you're inspired by Nasty,
Yeah.
I can see some similarities. So, is that the direction that you want to take your music? Or how do
Directly
you
into
think
that
that
kind
you're
of
going
part
to
because
do differently from Nasty C?
yeah, I don't want to be in his shadow, but I want to make sure that the music we close to, but now with my own different style. I don't want to be like, oh, he's the next Nasty C, he's the next Nasty C. Well, I want to be the first Homeboi Carter. Like yeah, something like that. But
Okay, so in the album, I've seen you've tried to sample a few things. There's a lot of trap, but there's also Afrobeats. There's also some R&B feeling. So, what's the next? What's the next way for you? Are you trying to diversify, or will you focus on one sound?
now, its music is wide, so I want to have different tunes of music. Basically, what happens is, I thought about making it like a hip hop song, but again, it's not the majority of the world don't listen to hip hop. Like people listen to trap, Afrobeats, soul music, and all that. So I look at all those aspects of music and try to put them at least a piece from each. So when it comes to Afrobeats, people like Afrobeats. I decided to put out like an Afrobeat song, and then I did hip hop too. Some of the soul touch of music. Then there's the fun part of it. Like if you hear "Hot Girl Summer," it's it's my least favorite in the album, but it's because that's not the type of music I do. But I had to do it because for the people that want to listen to it.
Okay, it's funny that you say that because for most people, for most artists, the song that they like the least in the projects is a song that um, becomes the next hit.
Yeah.
So okay, I was listening to an interview by an artist called Drake, and he said Hotline Bling wasn't even in his. It wasn't even going to make the album,
Yeah.
and it became the biggest song. So I think it's the same for you because that song is very dope. So let me ask this. I've seen so many collaborations in the project. How how did you link up with those guys? Who are they? How do you collaborate? How do you look for people to collaborate with? Your basic creative process.
Oh, yeah. These guys are actually my boys, man. These are guys who came out together. If you see up features, Denzel Janubi like in five of the tracks. Yeah,
Yeah.
Denzel is my dear one, man. We came out from the same place, and my my way of looking for artists is I have a studio, and I'm not really after into the money part of it, but I want to see the hunger. Like, is this person really passionate? Does he want this so bad? If you do, then we get to work. Like I'm not even after charges. Hey, pay this, pay this. Nah. When you get your project together, and you really want to put it out, you hit me up with work. So it's how I get the people that feature me. Like Dan Rim, I seen him on Instagram, and he didn't have like where to record his studio, his music from. I just seen him flexing, like on a certain beat. So I'm like, hey yo, I like your angle, man. Come on, hit me up, let's talk. Then I told him, he told me he's so hungry for music and all that, and I invited him to my music studio, and we made out a hit, like visuals. Like, it's the biggest hit right now.
Yeah,
So it's that.
visuals was dope, man. Yeah, so that's another song that I really liked in the album. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
Hot Girl Summer, visuals. Which one else? There is a Bad Mood. That was a banger. Yeah. So did you produce the music yourself?
Yeah. I produce everything for myself, man.
For real.
I'm not paying for no studio.
From the beats to the vocals
All
to
yeah,
everything.
all the vocals, the production, and all that. That's all mine. On the beats, some of the beats are mine. A few I bought from one of the producers that I like the way it works. So I'm like, hey, I want to get a package from you, and he charged me $29. So I got a package of. You've seen on one of the songs where he says Young Desert, yeah? He's my best producer, and so I had to buy like a couple of beats from him. We heard, and I took about 3 or 4 of his tracks. The rest are mine.
Okay. So uh, share with us a little bit about your creative process. How long does it take to uh, come up with a concept for an album, to execution, to marketing it?
Oh yeah, I think the hardest part of it is just the marketing. It's not easy getting people to click the link and actually go to YouTube and watch it. But my creative part of it is I play a bit. If I have an idea, even if like it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, I wake up, I hit the studio and put it down. Like it's a beat, it could be like a verse or something. I write it down and then record it so that tomorrow when I come back, I don't forget. And then most of the cases I play a beat, I freestyle on it like for 2 minutes, then write down a hook. I come up with a hook first. And for any type of artist that's coming up, they should learn how to make a hook because the hook is the basis of the song. Make a hook, the rap would be easy to come out, especially if you're a rapper. So learn to make a hook and come out. So it's basically I just like to freestyle first, understand the beat, and then I come up with the concept.
Yeah, for sure. So tell us more about the title. Self
Oh yeah,
rivalry, and in the artwork it's you versus you, like
yeah.
it's like you're trying to outdo you. So what does that mean, and how did that come about?
Oh, self rivalry came out from just me having my inside fights. Like at certain point I'm doubting myself twice. Like, look, you can do this, you can do it, and the two things don't happen to agree on one thing. You feel me? So what happens is I really came up with the title because I felt there was so much pressure was going on both sides. Because when you think about it this way, I want to do music so badly, but my father don't want me to do music. You see that? So my pressure this side is do it, and this pressure says no. So you're fighting between the two and see who wins later. You feel me? So it's a battle between me and the pressures of what I love. I love music. I love my father. But one of them have got to come to an agreement and see who's defeated.
Yeah, so this is like a celebration for you in a way. You
Yeah.
finally
Yeah.
defeated all the pressure,
All the
and
pressure. Yeah.
you made something happen.
Yeah. I had to
Yeah, big up to
put
you.
it
Big up to you. So you said that there's pressure um,
yeah.
from especially your father. So what was the reaction they got when they listened to what you'd made? Yeah,
His
what
first
was the
reaction is,
reaction from your family?
I don't. The thing is, I don't talk much about it, but like family is usually the least supportive people when it comes to such stuff. And basing like on an African families, they believe school is everything. And I can't deny that it's true to be in school, but when you get to do what you want to do, you become successful when you know what you're doing. But if someone is forcing you to do something you don't want to do, you might get successful, but it won't be as nice as you would if you did it your own way. So I remember 2019 I had a performance that I did at a certain school, and I posted like a clip of me performing, and he hit me up like, "Yo, you trying to be an artist or something?" Blah blah blah. Blah. All that, I try to put it on. He still doesn't know much that I do music, but if he does, he would really react back. It's still a war going on, man. It's not yet done.
Oh, okay. So what is the one message you'd like your fans to remember from your album?
Yeah, do not limit yourself, man. Like you can get whatever you ever wanted, man. Don't limit yourself.
Okay. Let me remind you a line you said in one of your songs.
Yeah.
Um, I can't remember the exact words, but let me paraphrase
Yes.
it.
True.
Um, People expect to actualize their dreams by prayer, something like that.
Oh, yeah. I said, reality is bouncy when you know its layers. As some people trying to solve laziness through the word of prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those dope, man.
Look, it's a majority of people that want to get working, like they want to get everything together, but it's ah, I won't do it. My God will save me, my God will do this, my God will do that. It gets to the point that you let laziness take over you because you feel God is going to bless you. Yeah, God is not silent. He's not silent amidst all this, but you help yourself before God actually helps you. You can't sit down and say God is going to help me when I do this. Just because you go to church every day and you don't work, God is going to save you. It doesn't go that way. You work first and then God picks you up on the way. So, and I
Yeah.
don't mean
So,
no disrespect though, but I just had to say it.
yeah, I understand. So, is that your philosophy in life? You have to control your own fate,
Yes, yes,
not
yes.
let
Thanks.
fate control you.
Yeah, true.
Oh, okay. So what's your favorite song from the album?
Yeah, low life.
Okay.
Low life is my favorite, man. It's crazy.
Does it reflects the struggles that you've gone through? Could you
Yeah.
tell us more about that, like your background, where
All
you
right.
come from?
I'm from the South Sudan. I'm from deep down in South Sudan. I would just say like I grew up without a mother, and amidst all this, I lived in a house where the treatment wasn't the same. You feel me? I don't want to say I was mistreated, but yeah, I was. But at the end of the day, it's just forgiveness and trying to understand people because our culture it's a lot of bad stuff that's going on, and we can't really figure out how to help. My background is really terrible, and I try to put all that together into music. When I talk about low life, is I've had enough. Like think about it, all the way from all these years up to where I am today. Like I'm sick and tired of that thing. I'm trying to make it to the higher life now. It's just that I love it because I relate with it so much, and it's message. It's just no fun. It's just truth.
Okay. Please tell us where you are in your career. Is this your first project? Have you released anything before? Um,
Yeah, my first song I did was called Dream Chasers. Um, I didn't really. I've never shown any of you guys the song. It's not bad, but I didn't like what was happening. I mean, the collaboration that were on. I didn't feel like the energy I put in was equal to what they put in. So I decided to keep it low somewhere, but it ain't the first. So Self Reverie is the first album I've ever done, and I'm trying to get the judgments because in my first life I don't know what it looked like to actually make an album. how is the feedback like? Is people gonna say, "Hey, my first album was whack" and all that? So it's bigger stuff coming out like around probably next year, March. I have a project called African Child. That's the biggest project out. So I'm taking all this year to think about it. Come up with the best. Yeah.
Okay, so how many years have you been making music?
Yeah.
How many years have you been making music as a professional, not as a hobby?
Oh, as a professional, this is now like my first year. But back in the days, I was singing when I was small because I just didn't even know about the studio. I just knew that I was singing. I used to wake like my aunt up, hey aunt, like in the middle of the night until I listen to what I got, like listen to this. I was singing. She used to tell me the stories when I grew up. I kind of laughed at it, but I just realized it was part of me since.
Okay, you say that people don't listen to trap music,
Yeah,
especially people in Kenya don't listen to trap music.
yeah.
So, how do you feel about that, and what are you trying to do in order to change that? Do you think that the cause is why people don't listen to this kind of music?
I think what happened it just bases on the country's type of music because when I came to Kenya is the first type of music I was hearing is like the Odi dance and the ethics that Gengeton type of stuff. It's what people vibe with. It's like Kenyans you love to dance and just have party and all that kind of stuff. With trap music you could go to another place where people just want to listen to trap music all the time. Others want to listen to R&B. You see, like it's diverse. When you come to Kenya, and I've got a couple of people telling me, "Yo, can you do like Gengeton and all that?" I say, "Yeah, I can." But for now, let me first give you guys the inside of who I am. Then this Gengeton is going to come later. I'm still looking for Gengeton artists. If you know you're good at Gengeton, please hit me up. Come to my studio. I'll give you the address.
Okay. Uh, how far have you gone into the Kenyan music industry? Have you reached out to any big names, or are you making an effort to? Do you have any plans for change the game?
Yeah, I really have like, I really have so much to say. I feel like so much I still have to say, and people have to listen to it. For now, I can't say I'm not even halfway my career yet. I'm still low. I've not yet met the biggest, like one of the biggest names out, but I've tried to hit up some of the people, and I'm trying to get back their replies, but I can't act so desperate and all that. So I'll just wait for hear them and see what they got to say. If it's cool, we work. If not, we still do it.
Yeah,
Feel
yeah.
me?
Do you
Like
have
for
do you have
now, I'm
any
within
names?
my range,
Do
like
you have any
the
mentions?
people of the
Do
same.
you have any names?
Yeah.
Do you have any names of the people you have hit up with, and
Uh
the response that you've gotten so far?
oh, right. I was able to talk to Calligraph's manager. I texted him on Instagram and he replied me that he's not around. He gave me a number that I should call on a Friday. So I did call up and he told me, all right, when he comes back from this, I'm going to let him know he will call you. And since then, I've not replied. I've not gotten like no reply from him yet. But I can call back and tell you, yo, what happened? Let them keep their time. If they want to hit me up, they let me know. The second biggest person I've spoken with is Magic Senga, but it's not so much that we've said. I just asked him how much it is to record at his studio, and he gave me the number.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you're an independent artist, right? You're
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
you're not signed to any label.
Uh,
You
I'm not
don't have
willing to be signed to any
management.
level now.
You do everything on your own.
Yeah.
How hard has that been? And would you prefer to be under someone else's table?
Now, personally, I don't really want to sign into like a music label because these niggas are dirty as like everybody's trying to use your talent for their own benefit, and I feel like if someone else can have a record like a record level, why can't I? Because when you're in a record level, what happens is that they just push you. They make music for you, they market it for you, and all that. Well, I feel like I could do that with the same people. I produce my own music, my own beats, my own sound. Like I put it to the way I want it to sound. You feel me? So all I just need now is the people within me to support me and get me where I want to be. Otherwise, it's cool being independent.
Okay. What are the challenges that you faced so far during making the project, and generally the challenges that you've faced in your music career.
Oh damn, that's a hard one. Challenges. I would really say about like during the production side of it. Sometimes I don't want to mention names. Sometimes the people you make the collaborations with, I've got to keep doing the process back and forth because they're not prepared or something. So it's a long process. You have to wait for someone to actually go home, think about it, come back home, and then write like a whole of it. We practice. We go, oh man, repeat that. I didn't get it. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. It gets tiresome. You almost spend like the whole day because someone wasn't prepared. Yeah, basically that. Otherwise, it's cool. Some people are easy to work with, man.
Yeah. What are the highlights, your best moments during this music career that you've had?
Yeah, getting a recognition, someone calling me up and be like, "Yo, man, I don't want to lie to you, but you really got the talent. You have to keep pushing." That kind of feedback you get from people just keeps you going because it's not easy for someone you don't know to come up to you and be like, "Yo, listen, you don't know who I am, but man, you got it. Like, just keep doing it. You got it. It's just self-driven. It keeps pushing you. Like, yeah, okay, now I feel it, and you go.
Yeah. Well, what next moves do you plan to make apart from releasing an album this year? Uh,
Yeah.
what other moves are you planning to make? Um,
Yeah, now I'm looking forward to trying to get to the bigger side of the music because you don't stick to one area. I want to get to the other side so people can also get to you know listen. I recently got a call from this guy from 10 over 10, and he's like, "Yo, we heard your music
yeah,
and
Willis.
we'd want to have like yeah
Willis.
yeah." I said, "Yeah, cool. When can we organize it?" He said he would give me the date. So I'm still not trying to be desperate, but I'm just waiting for it. If he calls me and be like, "Yo, you ready? We can come for the show." I'm ready for it. And I'm also trying to see if I can have a few performances like within Strathmore, during the meetings, these big host meetings, instead of taking all the breaks and first having a talk around, I could have like a song or two to perform, especially the songs that have to do with message and all that. That can also help me in promotion and all that. So I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah. Are you planning to release any merchandise, tours?
Yeah, but yeah, I'm still I'm still growing. Like for now, I'm looking at the fan base. You're looking at getting the promotion in the first place. I want someone like Raymond Mutura could call me one day and like, "Yo, homeboy, I want you to come through. We have a meeting, and I wish you could perform this song." You know what I'm saying? When I get that kind of recognition, now we can perform the shows, the tours, and all that. For now, we're looking at you are the people I'm looking at right now. Y'all can support me.
Oh, okay. So you listen to Nasty a lot, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Do you listen to any other like OGs, people who are retired from the industry?
yeah. I
Yeah,
have three people actually I listen to. If I just told about my music part of it, I have three people that I listen to, and I tried as much as possible to put the aspect in what they do. My favorite rapper I'll tell you is J Cole. Yeah, J Cole is my favorite rapper of all time. Nice to see, and Nas. Nas is a great guy. So I get to listen to his music. Like I feel like that's what I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like even when J Cole retires, I'll be like, look, you retired, but I got you now. This is my time. Let me do exactly what you're doing. You feel me? Yeah.
okay. Where do you represent your? What's your hood? The
What's
hood that
my
you represent?
the hood?
Yeah.
I'm from South Sudan, man. The West Side. Say the South Side. South Side stand up. My people.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Thank you so much for doing this. I don't have any other questions. So
Yeah.
I'll open the floor to anyone else who has questions.
Yeah. Anyone
Um,
who has a question, please go ahead and ask. Anyone who has a question, let's chat, let's talk. Malcolm, say something.
Hey man, what you've done is great. That's some good work, man.
I appreciate it.
Personally, my favorite track is Give Me Your Love.
Yeah, tell me about it. What's up? What's with Give Me Your Love? The Afrobeat vibe a bit or?
Yeah, the Afrobeat and your flow. Your flow is phenomenal.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Do you listen to non-rap music?
Non-rap?
Yeah.
Non-rap music. Give me an example.
Do you listen to pop music? Jazz?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, basically, where I come from is we listen to Renaissance music, jazz. Like South Sudan, the main type of music is jazz. If you look at people like John Kaduse or Dinganya, these are the people that hold the industry in their hands, and it's jazz music. It's completely jazz, and that's where like I actually draw inspiration from. Sometimes I listen back to home music and feel like, yo, listen, this is real. This is real. Try to put it in your own ways and come up with it.
Will you try to use that music, South Sudan music, with what you're doing right now?
Yeah, I want to give you guys different sound of music. I'm not basically into the hip hop side. You will hear most of the music that's going to come out. It's going to be different. I want to make soul. I want to make even Gengeton for the Kenyans. It's going to be crazy. Stephanie, can you please unmute yourself and ask? I can see your questions in the chat.
Yeah, hi.
Hey.
Why am I unmuting myself?
You had a question to ask, but it's in the chat, so I couldn't really. I feel like anybody else in the group could benefit from that. So go ahead and ask.
Okay, I was asking if there's anything you wish you did differently, like any song you felt could have been better or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I felt in my zone would have been better, but not to outshine no one. But I featured two people on the song. If you really get to hear it, I featured Deng Denzel and Toroy 254. Now Toroy just hit me up and said, "Yo, I like this song. Can you hit me up?" It was just supposed to be only two people, but like, yo, I like this song and you can't miss me out. I said, "You rap?" He said, "Yeah, I do." I said, "Okay, well, come on the track and see what you did." And it's not so bad, but I feel like if I did the verse, it would have been better. Yeah.